Oh, hey, Anne. I'm over here having a bunch of technical difficulties. I'm hoping restarting everything fixed it. But yeah, my internet threw me off when I first came on, and I restarted everything, so hopefully that fixed it, and it doesn't try doing that again. I had to delete my other videos because they were completely messed up. So, starting again. Luckily, no reading had started yet. Oh my gosh, and I'm already getting yelled at to drink water. Drink. But, yeah, hopefully it works right this time instead of going all wonky like it just did. I'm good. I'm in a good headspace for the most part. Um, it's just that I'm like tired physically. So it's like I'm in a good mood. It's not like how I was like a week or so ago. It's like it's kind of lifting, but I'm still like really exhausted. But it's not like heavy emotional exhausted like it was before, so it's a lot better. It's just now announcing that I'm live. It's like 5 minutes late. Man, everything is tired today. It looks like nothing's wanting to do anything. Well, yeah, I normally deal with pain anyways with like the different illnesses I have, but it's something that I'm used to. It does make you tired though. Yeah, I'm comfortable for the most part. Um, though eventually I probably should invest in a more comfortable chair. But that's like besides the point. I like doing stuff for you guys on here that are watching first, and then I'll get something later. So it's not like you guys are having to stare at the chair. But I do want to show you guys something else that I got that I'm excited about. And those who I had before don't seem. Hopefully it get a notification again. Oh yeah. I've been back live for a little bit. It's just I'm a little off my high energy game, I guess you could say. But yeah, I really hope this notification thingy worked. I don't know if it went off again or something went weird, because technology is not being my friend today, from the way it looks like. We're working on the emotes. Um, I got something. What did I. What? What did I want to share? I mean, what I got is like more physical for the channel. Because with this tarot deck that I got before, um, the same person actually made an oracle deck that's like really pretty. And it came today. So I was going to open it with everybody, and right in the middle of opening, my internet threw everybody off, which was very strange. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and show this a little bit since it already did a lovely U-turn and threw me off the first time I was trying to show it. But yeah, it's really nice and they're very shiny. So these ones all have like a mystical looking plus they're holographic at the same time. And what's cool is there's a lot of different things set on these. Like there's different signs, there's different things, like this one says reflection. Like, there's just a whole bunch of, I don't know why is Gemini in here reversed? That's very weird. Is anything else reversed in here? Sagittarius. That is Scorpio. Synergy. Okay, okay, so like I just opened this box and these were in there reversed from the other ones. Gemini, Sagittarius, and Scorpio and Synergy. So this is basically the major energies we're going to be going through, which is actually kind of interesting that these are the ones that were stuck in there reversed. So, of course, we have the Gemini lunar eclipse. And what's really interesting on this card is it's actually two deer together. And then the next one that was with it was Sagittarius, which is also a deer, which is what the sun's going to be in for the lunar eclipse. And these are also, this one looks really painful. It's actually been shot with a lot of arrows. This is really interesting. And then Scorpio has the scorpion on it. And it has the... Is that supposed to be nightshade? And synergy. And it has 3 butterflies. That is really interesting. So both Mercury and Venus are in Scorpio, which is causing a whole lot of stuff to come out right now. And these energies are really playing into this lunar eclipse. And the fact that each of these, like there's 3 of them, and then there's 3 butterflies on this synergy thing, it's like working with all 3 of these energies in order for a transformation to occur. That is really interesting energy to just kind of be sitting there waiting. Oh, that's interesting. It's waiting. This energy is waiting to be tapped into is what it is. A lot of people are going to be probably collectively tapping into this energy. That could be why a lot of things feel very draining. It's because it's such heavy energies, because you have polar opposites pulling at each other, and then you also have this transformative dark energy being pushed into this area where you're having to, it's almost like a blender, almost like you're trying to put all the energies into one thing and come out something different. This eclipse is going to be very heavy. And it's going to I mean, these two just by themselves look very painful. Like, just like the feeling I get from the art here is like this painful energy coming from this. It's going to be very hard for a lot of people emotionally. A lot of things are going to be getting almost like snapped off, like a broken branch almost. But it's the Scorpio energy is wanting to come in. It's very strange. It's almost like it's wanting to clean things up. So in a way, even though Scorpio I don't think is usually looked at as the nurturing energy within the energies we're in right now, it's going to be the more nurturing of the energies that we're going through. And having that in our communication and our relationship planets, it's going to be deeply affecting how we're talking and how we're going about our relationships and what we're choosing to clean out and what we're choosing to nurture. It's going to be like a really big transformation. And this energy is really going to be sitting heavy all the way through December. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if this is like showing lineups of how the energy is actually going to work throughout December. Like, this is literally the eclipse Gemini, this is the eclipse Sagittarius, and then going towards the end of everything with December, because it's not going to be an eclipse in those signs. It's going to be an eclipse in Cancer. That's probably why I'm feeling this Scorpio energy is going to have to be the nurturing energy going through this, because we aren't going to be able to get to that Cancer eclipse until we go through all this mess. So we're going to be using the Scorpio energies to help us kind of move throughout each of these big kind of bangs going through. And then once the Scorpio energy is starting to fade a little bit, that's when this new synergy energy is going to start coming into play here, probably with the Cancer eclipse, and working in the energies we've been going through throughout December into this new that we're taking into 2021. That is, okay then. Random information that wanted to come out from opening the opening the oracle deck. But yeah, I mean, there's our it's a nice introduction to this deck and some of its art. It's really weird. It's like, I know today's like a tarot roast day, but at the same time, it feels very off for that. Ooh, the back of these cards are pretty. Like, but because I know I'm doing a tarot roast thing today, but I don't know why I keep getting this feeling that something else is going to come out, but we'll see what happens. We'll see. Because there's something weird in the air right now. There. Okay. So, for today, we're going to see what happens, because originally this was supposed to be tarot, so I don't know where all that friggin' heavy energy came from out of nowhere. So we're just going to go with it. But we're just gonna see what messages come out. But I'm gonna be using these two because I want to see how they work together. And then I'm also, since it's collective, I'm gonna be using the Zodiac Oracle, and I got an earring on that. Man, there's something going on with planet energies right now. I'm gonna use the Muse Tarot also. I'm gonna use Moonology Oracle, and then also the Tea Leaf Fortune as well. Even though Owen can't come today because he got called into work, we'll use Tea Leaf in memory of Owen missing today. But I'm gonna go ahead and start this because I'm kind of being pushed that I need to start this. So let's go ahead and see what comes out here. This energy is so freaking weird. Of course, how can we forget about Saturn? Saturn has to come out and just let us know, still here, haven't gone anywhere, not going anywhere. Aries energy is everywhere right now, making everyone friggin' Neptune. Okay, everyone, let's just like bring out everything that is literally making people go psycho right now. That's what we're gonna talk about, is just how psycho people are. Earth, ground yourselves, ground your psycho energy. Like, this whole thing right here is. And Cancer. What I was talking about with. That's wonderful. Okay. Under the deck, Capricorn. I'm already starting to get done with this reading. Okay. So, collectively, we're all feeling a little psycho. I mean, obviously, that's not like a major like headline or anything. Everyone already knows that. But having this Saturn energy mixing with this Aries energy, which we have Capricorn too, so we might as well just include every planet that's in Capricorn at this moment. So all of those messing with the planets that are in Aries right now are just really making people frustrated. It's making people angry, irritated, lash out, making people very sensitive, even though they're not expressing it. And then when it comes out, it's like this big outburst, and no one knows where it's coming from. Basically, because everyone's lying with this Neptune energy. Now, either that or they're creating their own worlds that they're living in, and they're not really in reality at the present. Because Saturn is really forcing people, especially with Pluto and Jupiter doing all that fun stuff in there in Capricorn. It's sitting on everybody. It's just sitting there and saying, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, and people are going psycho. Um, Especially with like this earth energy coming in here, it's like just saying, like, you know, you need to ground yourself. But literally what people are feeling is like, I am being stuck in a hole in the ground, so why would I want to ground myself even further, when in reality that feeling of being in a hole isn't grounded energy. That's a feeling of being trapped. Being grounded and being trapped are two completely different things. Now, with this Aries energy over here, it's, for some people, it's being very selfish right now, because with Chiron being Aries, if their old wounds are getting triggered and they're getting very upset and they don't want to deal with things, what's going to happen is they're going to lash out. They're going to start acting bratty. They're going to act like they could be like 40-year-old toddlers. Like, there's like a big energy right now about me if people are not calming down, and it's going to be hard work to have this energy right now going through this because it's very draining. That could be why I'm so tired. It's very draining to stay grounded in this energy, and it's like you really have to be in tune with your body and your intuition and listen to it as opposed to like trying to create escapes, which is what Neptune's trying to offer everybody right now. It's like a bunch of escapism and wanting to build like this safety net around yourself, especially with this Cancer energy here. It's almost like wanting to go into this reclusive mode until 2020 is over, which is literally what everyone's saying. 2020 is almost over. And it's creating this collective energy of like just wanting it to be over, and they're not realizing like December is going to be like the 4th of July of freaking 2020, and they're just sitting here like, oh yay, one more month, it's almost over. When in reality, it's like going to be a bang thing like every single week. There's tons of crap happening. So, especially since December basically has three eclipses in it, even though technically the eclipse is the 30th right before. So, it's like you can basically look at it like the month of December has like oh hey Ruby. Oh yeah, you could see it. I oh my god, I know. Hey Gloria. I love how you can see it today, and I had major technical difficulties trying to get this thing to work, and I was just like, screw it, and I'm like, just trying over here, and you can finally see it. The irony, I don't even know anymore. Um, but yeah, good to see you guys. I've already kind of started diving into talking about this because this is so weird for a tarot roast. um, I know Anne was here to see the beginning with how I opened my new deck of cards that I have and how they came out of the box having four cards in reverse, and it was Gemini, Sagittarius, Scorpio, and a card that said Synergy because um, this deck is an oracle deck, but there was a message just to freaking start, so I was like, okay, and that happened. I already had cards put out for doing this before I opened that and showed that deck. So now we're going into these decks after that came out of that deck, and I didn't even know what cards were in that deck. So there's just a whole bunch of crap going on right now. So I'm just going with it. So whatever comes out today, I'm just flowing with it because I don't know what to think anymore. I think today is just supposed to be a completely flow day for me and just letting go and just whatever. Because like even in the group where I go live tonight, I completely forgot about making an announcement about it. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll just go live. My brain is like not even here. Maybe that's why these messages are coming through so easy. I can't think. It's just straight. You guys are just gonna get straight messages without me thinking today. Um, completely surrender to the flow. Well, to be honest, what this is calling out here is people that are not surrendering to the flow and just being very pissy right now. But if you are surrendering to the flow, more than likely you are feeling very exhausted because it's a very exhausting thing to be surrendering to the flow right now because everyone else is going against it. So it's easily your energy getting pulled because everyone else is being brats right now and being upset with being forced to look at things they don't want to look at, or having to put work in where they didn't want to have to put work in, or having to grow in aspects they didn't want to grow, or people that are just flat out refusing to do any of that and they're just pissy and narcissistic and wanting to step all over everybody. But this energy is very suffocating and it's going to make you either very drained because it's going to be a lot of hard work to keep listening to your intuition and to keep pouring love into yourself while everyone else is batshit crazy. Um, I was made to surrender. Oh my god, I don't know why I started thinking like I must survive it. Like started thinking of that song but starting to put in I'm a surrender. Don't mind me. Seriously, don't mind me. My brain cannot think right now. We're just gonna ignore me not being able to think. Um, we're gonna go into some more of this energy and see what's going on because I feel like the collective is actually getting roasted for being brats right now. We're just, I mean, obviously we have a big person that's a brat that everyone knows about right now. That's, we. I know I'm so exhausted. I'm in a good mood, but I'm exhausted. And it's like I'm moving very slowly, almost like, and it's kind of like this Neptune energy, almost like I'm moving through a dream state while I'm awake. And I keep seeing freaking flashing lights. It needs to cut out. But it's like I'm just like moving through a dream state right now and just flowing with it. And like just letting it happen. And then that happened when I opened a new deck, and I was just like, I mean, seriously, when this is over, you guys can go back and watch the beginning of this video with me just being like, what the hell is this? But yeah, it was very, very weird. And then certain things, when I would touch them, I'm getting ear ringing. I'm just like, I'm not gonna think anymore. I'm not thinking anymore. We're not thinking anymore. We're just gonna let the people talk. Whoever the people are, we're gonna let some people talk right now and talk about what the collective needs to quit bitching about because everyone needs to get their shit together. You got a month. Get your shit together. I can't. You got a month. Get your shit together. Let go of this shit. You're holding yourself back. Look at this. This eight of swords reversed here. Let go of this shit. Saturn coming out with Saturn. Saturn's like, I am Big Daddy Saturn coming in telling you need to let go of this shit. It's old. It's old ass shit. I'm tired of it. You've had all year with me like hovering all over everything, conjunct everything, squaring everything to learn this. Now you got 4 weeks. I'm done. It's pretty much what's happening. It's like you need to just let this shit go, or you're gonna be the shit. You're not the good shit in a way, not like you're the shit, but like more like you're shit, like kind of energy. Fucking Saturn's rude, dude. But and then shit, all you people, whoever this applies to, that are being brats about having to grow and learn, and you're like projecting your pain and your wounds and your ego on other people, you're gonna start losing some shit. Saturn's gonna start ripping up your reality, and it's gonna be a freaking like you're not even gonna have a shoe to swallow because that shoe's gonna get taken away. Like he ain't playing no more. He done. He completely done. I think that's why that message came out at the beginning of this reading, so that way everyone could see why this shit's happening right now. Freaking two materials reversed, coming in between this Aries and Neptune energy. Yeah, there's no balance with that. There ain't no balance happening with that Neptune coming in and making everyone think they know what's going on, and they don't. They think they know. They think they the Empress. But you see, the only way to truly have this Empress energy is to be grounding yourself and wading through the dreamlike space in this way that it's just like I'm listening to intuition no matter how hard it is right now because everyone else is losing their freaking shit over here. They're unbalanced. They're having some major problems emotionally and mentally that are coming out into the physical, and everyone can see them going psycho. So it's very noticeable. These people are very noticeable. There's no way you cannot see who these people are. So if you are one of these people, you can't see it because you're one of these people, and you hopefully you're open enough to let someone else tell you, hey, like you're being a brat and you need to calm down. Because this energy right here is just like your shit's gonna get ripped up in these upcoming weeks. I know this is like a collective thing this week, but it's just this is overall like I said at the beginning of the video, there was like a whole thing that popped out with 4 cards for December. But this is like I feel like this is rest of the rest of the ear, rest. Pay attention to what you're listening to. Rest your ears. Don't let outside, I don't know where the hell this is coming from. Don't let outside influences start coming in and just like drilling into your brain what truth is. Really step back for a minute and actually listening. Because some people while they're talking right now are straight up talking out of their ass, and they're just doing it to get attention. They're doing it because they want notoriety. They're doing it just because they're throwing tantrums. Things need to shift right now, and there's going to be a major shift happening, and there's going to be a lot of people that are coming out very pissy. And if people are doing that to you and you are putting up your walls and saying, like, I'm not dealing with this, and they're not respecting it, this is a major cutoff point. It just needs to get, like, cut the fuck off. Because this energy over here is nasty. It's not okay, and they've had all year to get their shit together. Yeah, it's been a rough year, but it's been a rough year for everybody. So, like, get your shit together and quit placing blame on anyone. Now, with this energy over here, if you're in this Empress energy, you're gonna see this shit from a mile away and just be like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm going to stay walking off in my direction over here. I'm going to be grounded and working on my dreams. I'm going to be tapped into my intuition. I'm going to be creating the world that I want because I'm going to step into this fucking energy like a freaking magical beast that I am instead of being a crybaby. Because, seriously, guys, I don't know where the hell this is coming from. It's like flying out of my mouth. Oh my god. But, God, I'm gonna shuffle some more. Um, I only remember half of what I just said. We're just gonna keep going. My ears are like burning right now. Ace of Emotions, like this, completely let go and into intuition right here. This is like Empress Ace of Emotions. This is like insanely. My Nightbot is having a freaking seizure over there. I don't know what it's doing right now, but this Ace of Emotions paired with this Empress over here, this is like this energy of like walking goddess energy and like honing in on that. I don't care if you're a guy or a chick. Like this goddess energy is very powerful. It like pulls to you. You have your own magnetism, and that's why you're going to be attracting dickheads. But at the same time, you need to have your boundaries, very strong boundaries. And it's like you just said, Gloria, like don't rain on my parade. Like literally that freaking song over here is what's going on. Like you guys are like, I ain't dealing with this shit. Like, I'm healing myself, I'm feeling myself. Like this, both of these cards are all about feeling themselves. Like look at them, they're feeling pretty good over here next to what's going on over here. And if you look at this Ten of Materials, there's a bunch of people holding hands around a tree. And with this being reversed, this is kind of collectively showing that a lot of people really don't give a fuck about the earth right now. And when it's getting shoved in their face that they're the problem with, the world, like them themselves, that's where this pissiness is going out. This is where they're blinding themselves. This is where they're choosing to place the blame on other people. And this is why there's so much imbalance. And this is going to really start coming to light, and it's going to hit people in the face, like really friggin' hard, like a truck. And and I just got reminded of a dream that I had where I got hit by a truck before. So that was a lovely picture in my mind. Oh, okay, that's not meant to be the card. Um, yeah, and this thing with this Cancer energy over here, which is really interesting, is this Nine of Emotions, like the Nine of Cups, which is like the wish fulfillment, but it's reversed coming out on this Cancer energy. We're gonna realize, and this is where the split is gonna happen with people, certain things that we wanted are not going to happen because things can't go back to how they were. Things cannot. I mean, there is no how they were anymore. Like it doesn't exist. I'm sorry. Like even if you aren't woke or whatever you want to call it, there's no way you can go back after seeing so much shit. And plus, the internet has exploded since this has happened. Like, there's no way you can go back to how the internet was before this happened, especially since everything's going to start moving into Aquarius. It's going to explode more. And this Nine of Emotions being reversed over here, it's literally saying these things you used to wish for are not going to turn out that way. It's going to look different. Now, people that can't handle that are going to be pissed. They're going to be fighting, kicking, screaming, whatever you want to, just name it. That's what's happening. Because they're going to have that bratty side of Cancer energy, like, this is mine. Like, just really, like, crying and being upset and all this, like, really pouty, like, immature energy. But the people that are trying to grow and they're sitting over here in this goddess energy, they're going to be like, yeah, I know this didn't work out, and I know this is something I wanted in the past, because, Cancer also represents the memories, being reminiscent. They're going to know, this is something I wanted in the past, and it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but I know it didn't work out because something else is happening. And you're going to be feeling that energy picking up as we're coming up to that Cancer eclipse on December 30th. It's going to just start really picking up. And I talked about this in the beginning of the video too. Um, but there's going to be two very split sides, and you're going to be able to feel the energy coming off of people. Um, oh, I haven't seen Social Dilemma. I haven't really watched any Netflix this whole time, even though I wrote at the bottom of the deck, we got the world, guys. We're talking about the collective. We got the world. It's like I almost feel like putting this right here and just saying the world is splitting, guys. The world is splitting. I know everyone wants to believe that this collective conscious thing, like we're all gonna just like all be on same wavelength. There are so many freaking wavelengths and vibrations, atoms, whatever you want to look at, energies. There is no way everyone can be on one thing. There's a reason we're unique. Now, this whole energy right here that I'm feeling so strongly with this split and this divide here is because people are either learning that the things that they wanted weren't meant for them, or they're crying over the fact that they didn't get it. There's going to be two very different responses to what's happening in the world with this. There's going to be the more mature energies that are like, okay, so something else is going to happen instead of what I was envisioning. Or there's going to be the people that are just really throwing fits and trying to take people down with them because they didn't get what they wanted. And you have to be careful of that, because people can get very malicious. They can get very vindictive, especially with this Scorpio energy. They will hold a grudge to no end. And you have to be careful with that. It's either using this energy of Scorpio being in Mercury and Venus, Venus and Mercury being in Scorpio, it's either using the energy to help yourself to make sure that you're keeping boundaries up and nurturing yourself with that energy, because it's still water energy, it's still healing energy, even though it's harsher and more transformative. You need to use that energy to help nurture yourself. And if you're not doing that and you're relying more on the negative aspects where you're just creating all this venom that you're wanting to hit people with, then that's the side of the divide you're on. Like that's where you're sitting right now. And you need to know where you are. I really hope anyone that's listening to me is in this, because if you're not in this, then you need to realize you need to get out of that. Because this right here is like a big like split thing that's going to be happening. And I don't know how this tarot roast is turning into this today. I don't know what's going on. I haven't looked at the planets. But obviously, I'm just going to be a conduit today. That's just what's going to happen. I'm going to be a conduit for you guys. Um, so we are going to try my newest, my new oracle deck, guys. This is the one that gave a message at the beginning. So we're going to see what my new oracle deck wants to say to everybody. Wow, look at this, guys. First card out in this oracle deck is Rebirth. This little guy, I just want to look at it. This Rebirth is a bunny. A sweet, happy little bunny sitting in the middle of a bunch of flowers. And I know usually when we see Rebirth cards, they look a lot like death cards, because the whole Phoenix Rebirth thing. This Rebirth is very gentle, and I think the reason this Rebirth looks very gentle is because we have a very nurturing eclipse in Cancer. Now, these upcoming eclipses in Gemini and Sagittarius are going to be rough. And we're going to have to learn how to harness Scorpio energy to heal us as opposed to be vindictive. If we can get through this energy to this eclipse and be rebirthed into more comfortable, soft energy, that's what's going to help us after this season, especially for these over here, especially for whoever this is over here. That's really going to help you. But for the people that are already in this energy, it's going to be like you're kind of just walking towards this energy slowly. Like you're kind of like this dreamlike state, like I've been saying. It's like you're kind of slowly working your way towards it. You're letting things go that you realize, okay, that obviously can't exist in this new place that I'm going to, even though I really wanted it. It's like that's something that can't exist where I'm going. So whether it's a relationship, whatever it is, um, it's like you're realizing it and you're letting things go. And it's like you're moving slowly through like this, because it's not murky, it's clear, like you can see because you're grounded, but at the same time, it's like you're just slowly moving through it, and it's not like you're necessarily like pushing on it very hard. You just know that you need to move slow. Like you can't run through what you're doing right now. These people that are having issues right now are trying to run and they're getting very, very agitated. Um, let's see. Synergy came out again. This was the fourth card that was somehow reversed in this deck that I got that was brand new. Um, so obviously synergy is very important here. It's going to repeat itself again, but this synergy is going to be a stage of 3 transformations, and you being able to use each time and what you learn from it and put it into the next one. Like each eclipse, there's 3 butterflies on here. This is what I was talking about earlier. Each one is bringing up a new powerful thing that's happening. Now, if you're able to use the energies and you're able to, through each one, do the transformation that you need to do, you're going to be able to harmonize the energies. If not, and you're fighting it, I've already told you guys what's going on over there. I'm not going to keep repeating myself with you people that aren't listening over there because it's going to irritate me. But for those of you that are actually really trying to work hard through these eclipses and trying to, you know, do the thing, just know it's going to be like a bunch of back-to-back stuff all December. It's not going to be like this easy flowing thing. Wow, we got this snake here. It says okay. I'm every time I look at it, I'm sitting here, I see impending, and I keep hearing doom, impending doom, like over and over again. I'm like, guys, no, we are. Okay, I'm not saying doomsday for you guys, but for some people, it's gonna feel like this, and they're gonna be very freaking dramatic. I just got a very high pierced ringing in my ear when I said that. There are gonna be some very dramatic ass people with this stuff going on. Very dramatic. And it's gonna be like the freaking world is ending. Like it's funny because I was feeling like putting this on top of this, but now it's just gonna flow out. It feels like the world's ending to them. Nothing's working out. Everything's falling to pieces. Like nothing's going their way. They're like, seriously, it's this group over here feeling the impending doom. Like that's literally what this group is feeling, is impending doom with all this kicking and screaming over here. You guys really need to like, I don't even know with you guys. Like wake up a little bit at least, like open an eye, try. Um, but also with the snake, especially with it being white, it's really making me think of new knowledge, and not knowledge that's been regurgitated. It's not stuff that's been written. It is a bunch. It's like I'm also feeling with this impending energy. It can be energy that's like you're no, you're like awaiting information to come to you. It's not like it's not like you're naturally searching for it. It's like there's something like a deeper inner knowing. It's like you can feel something's gonna happen. It's impending, like something is about to happen, and you can feel it in your gut. You can either you're getting visions of it, you're having dreams. Something is going to happen, and you know it, and you're just sitting in it, and you're waiting. Like, what the heck is it? Some people might know more than other people what it is, but there's definitely this energy coming through here with this, that there's going to be a knowledge that comes out that's going to shake everything up, and this is going to be what creates the divide. Is that, and I can't stop shivering, so obviously that is that's important. But okay, you, I don't have, I don't have patience for that kind of crap. So we're just gonna you banned. So back to what I was saying. The this this is cute. This is okay. Look, I'm going through all this, and then all of a sudden my mood changes. Obviously, I'm just going with it right now. This is very cute energy. Um, this right here is really reminding me because there's this little mouse like holding the flower and looking at the butterflies. I used to have, I have one right now. Her name's Celine, but she's not a little white mouse. I used to have a little white mouse named Marshmallow, and she was the sweetest thing ever. I fed her from a sick little baby and nurtured her, and she became very domesticated and loved being held and cuddled and stuff like that. And this is really reminding me of that, like very sweet, innocent, curious energy, very playful, and it's like very new. And I feel like this is the kind of energy that will help those of us that understand this goddess energy. Because another thing with goddess energy is like really healing that inner child and any kind of pain that comes like through the heart chakra as well from just past experiences and being able to look at things differently. Because like this also has butterflies in it, like this synergy card. It's like learning to put these energies together and have a fresh outlook and finally feel more free with what you're doing as opposed to being I I don't know why this word decided it wanted to be used, but locked down. Obviously that's really pertinent to some of the stuff going on right here. But it's going to be like a different way of looking at things. And it's just, it's a very sweet energy. And it's almost like, I mean, rebirth is over here. I thought to say being born again. But it's like making the choice to move forward into a new energy, especially with it being with this Ace of Emotions over here. It's like this brand new energy. And if you look at this little mouse is looking up, and so is the Ace of Emotions. They're both doing this thing where they're just like this up and away kind of energy over here. And no, Anna, I'm not cold. I get, I'm actually very hot right now. Like my head is burning. It wasn't before this reading, but it's been burning this entire reading. Um, when I get shivers like that, that's pretty much like confirmation that something I'm saying is important. Because it doesn't happen all the time, especially when everything in my body on fire from doing this reading. This is freaking adorable. Okay, I'm starting to really, like, this is just adorable. This says solace, and this is, um, this is so sweet. And if you look behind here, which I find this very interesting, I just noticed something. In the Synergy card, there's this circle in the back that looks like a new moon, but it has that line that would be like an eclipse, like synergizing the eclipse like energy. And it's the same with this one with Solace. It has that ring around it. If you look at these, that's reminding me of an eclipse. So there's a lot of synergy, and they're both S words, like synergy and solace. There's like a lot going into these eclipses where integrating the energy is really going to bring a lot of healing. It's going to bring a lot of peace. It's going to bring these new outlooks. It's just going to really open eyes, especially making people curious again. It's going to make them want to look around instead of constantly looking back. Because with this rebirth card over here, the rabbit's actually looking behind, like looking to the past and like trying to leave things. And the only way to do that is to move away from this impending feeling that things aren't going to work out and lean more into what's going to happen. And that's like the thing. It's like, what energy are you choosing to incorporate into yourself? Are you going to be born into the energy of opening up and really trying to learn again? Or are you just gonna like flail around like a freaking Magikarp that doesn't understand that he's like choking on his own water? But bottom of the deck is, I swear this stuff keeps coming back out. But Sagittarius, which was the one of the 4 cards that came out at the beginning of the reading. We are in Sagittarius season. December is an important month for all of like this is December, guys. This is just freaking December. I might as well just name this like December roast or something, because this is like the freaking month of December right here being told for everybody. And this energy is kind of just confirming it right now. Like overall, this whole thing is December. And then being followed up by the Cancer eclipse. So, where am I going to put you? We're going to scoot you. Scoot you right there. Come back. So, hey Anna. Yeah, my thing went psycho. And a lot of stuff's been happening since you left. I don't even know what's happening with me right now. I'm just going with it. I am just going with this right now. That internet thing happened, and then all of a sudden I don't know. This is just what's 5 of Cups. I'm telling you guys, and this rabbit's even. Okay, whoever is in this energy, like, oh my God, what did I say about crybabies? This rabbit's even crying. Okay, what did I say about crybabies? And it's funny you're talking about that butterfly card, because there was something that actually happened with that card at the beginning of this video. Anyone that came in here late, make sure you go back and watch the beginning of the video when I opened these cards and the thing that happened with these cards. Because it had a message in it that was really weird, and now it's tying into everything happening right now. So, if you guys want to go look at that, then yeah, there's that. But, like I was talking about earlier, with this stack of crybabies over here, quit crying. I mean, your spilled milk, tea, water, whatever the hell. I need a drink of water. I'm thirsty. Give me a minute. Oh my gosh, I was thirsty. I didn't realize how much I was talking. But, oh, Anna, no, you better not be this over here. You better not be these whiny little brats over here, okay? You don't want to be one of those. You're going to be over here working on your goddess energy, okay? You're not going to be no whiny brat. I'm not going to let you be a whiny brat. So, what I was saying. This right here, this 5 of Cups, seriously, and it's coming out with this 8 of Voices too. Like, my gosh, this, like I was saying, remember that 2 of Pentacles thing I was telling you guys about, with the people that are in this energy are going to be severely unbalanced, and it's going to be all over them. You're going to be able to see it. It's going to be because they're putting themselves in their own mental prison, and they're sitting here crying about shit that happened all this time ago, and they're throwing it on everybody because it's everyone else's fault and not theirs. And they're just like, oh my gosh, guys, I always thought that this picture was a bunny, and I just realized it was a bird. It's a freaking bird. I have thought this thing was a bunny. Every time I've done this, I always thought it was like a bunny with his nose in the air, like looking up with big ears. And I am realizing that it is a bird looking this way. Just like how this bunny is looking this way. At the past. At the past. Guys. This is a bunch of people that are not learning from this year at all. They're just pissed about this year and they're ready for it to be over, thinking that the freaking clock striking midnight is going to wash all their problems away. And I got some news for you, it is not. So we're just, I mean, look at that, guys. Neptune energy coming in here. Truth revealed, this was not a bunny, it is a bird.